Saturday night. At the plate, Jorge Mateo. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Weak chopper to the left side. Cozart barehanded. Safe. Great effort out there, and if that's any other runner, he's going to get him.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Mateo aboard here at first with nobody out. Popped up. Schimpf moving to his left. Makes the play, 1 away. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. And he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one.
Well, that's an aggressive tactic by the manager right there. You don't see that often. Hit and run this early in the game. That's usually saved for mid to later when you're trying to score some runs. But obviously, they have major respect for this guy on the mound today.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Chris Davis is the second out of the opening frame. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Trace Thompson digs in. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it. Here's Justin Upton now. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. In now is Andrelton Simmons. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's got 8 hits in 29 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Hit back up the middle. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting third, right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a ground ball to third. Chapman has it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. We've played an inning, still nothing. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He'll get us started in the top of the second. The 1-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. And that brings up Chad Pinder. His career numbers with Tyler Skaggs. He hits at a .364 clip. No score here as we play inning number 2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Lucroy. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Upton's under it. And that ends the inning. A's are. So now the Angels cleanup batter, Mike Trout. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department. The 1-2. is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Stepping in, Zach Cozart past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's got 3 base hits in 17 at-bats. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight, to come and trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
Cozart, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Standing in now, Albert Pujols. This one's down to third. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3. Now at the plate, Jorge Mateo, the 1-1 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Hit down the third baseline. Fielded by Cozart. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. And next up will be Franklin Barreto. Hard hit ball to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Oakland, right fielder.
Now at the plate, Stephen Piscotty, a base hit in his first trip. The 2-2. Popped him up. Schimpf trying to get there, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does not. It gets by out there, and that'll let the inning continue.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
In there, a base hit. Piscotty rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the run will score as the A's get off to a 1-0 lead.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. We played 2.5. It's now 1-0 in favor of the A's. Here's Luis Valbuena now as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard up the middle. Barreto's got it. And there's one away. And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimpf. First at-bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Batting ninth.
At the plate, Rene Rivera past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's 0 for 5. 2 out, nobody on. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Into the box, Trace Thompson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. So stepping in, Matt Chapman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 3-1 the count now. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Hit the other way out toward right field. Calhoun has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. So striding in, Chad Pinder looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket. He just gave up a knock to him.
And Lucroy behind the ball and 2 strikes. Thompson at second. Pinder is over at first with 1 away. Lays off 2-2 now. Line toward the gap in left center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jorge Mateo. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And next up will be Franklin Barreto. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Upton's after it, and the inning is over. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The A's lead this one 2-0. Stepping into the box, Justin Upton. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Popped him up. Lucroy has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. In now, Cole Calhoun. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this one misses inside a ball he walked in, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner. So a runner at first with 2 away, and standing in the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Liner toward right center, and Trout has himself a base hit, and he's safe.
Nice approach by the batter right there. When you know your boy is moving, you start seeing stuff happening out of your peripheral vision. Wait for him to lock in, stay within his at-bat, not swing at something outside the zone, and now put it first and third.
In now, Zach Cozart. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Hit hard on the ground to second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Here's Chris Davis now. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Calhoun at the track, the wall.
Gone!
Into the box now, Matt Olson. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. On its way is pitch number 75. Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Trout. And he makes the catch for the second out. Trace Thompson digs in. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Digging in once again, Matt Chapman. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time. Here's Albert now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
1 out, nobody on. Valbuena with a 2-2 count now. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Ryan.
And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimpf. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Hit back toward the mound. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Stepping in now, Rene Rivera. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. Ready with another 2-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the. Ready once again, Chad Pinder. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Nope. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Ball even at 2-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Pinder is retired, and there's 1 away. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's Simmons at short. Fielded cleanly, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jorge Mateo.
Coming to the plate now, Jorge Mateo. He got called out on strikes his last time through. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is. Here's Justin Upton now. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so You're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first down. Ready now, Andrelton Simmons. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1. The 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Pinder waits on it. 2 gone.
Right fielder number 56.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Now the payoff pitch home. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Into the box now, Franklin Barreto, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. J.C. Ramirez will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Hit on the ground to short. Simmons is there. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. The count now at 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Calhoun. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. Ready for another shot now, Chris Davis. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will... Ready for another chance. Mike Trout, a hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And Trout has himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Ready now for L.A., Zach Cozart. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Albert Pujols is on deck. Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Trout on at first, nobody out. Runners off for second, and he won't have to contend with a throw as that misses for ball 4. First and second now to start the inning. Here's Albert now.
Albert Pujols.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and they get them both. Here's Luis Valbuena now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Luis Valbuena.
1-1. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Angels strand 1. Still down 3-0. Riding into the box, Matt Olson. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 2-1 to the A's first baseman. Lifted down the line in left. On the move is Upton. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Stepping into the box, Matt Chapman. He went down on strikes last time up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's, but they lead it 3-0. So striding forward now, Ryan Schimpf. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And this is a fair ball heading out toward the 330 sign. Throw to second, but he's in there. As a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game. New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit. Here's Justin Upton now. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's a .333 hitter. He also has 1 home run. 3-1 to him now. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. So coming to the plate, Andrelton Simmons. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Thompson's under it. 1 down. Now to the plate, Cole Calhoun. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Rivera over at second. Upton at first. 1 gone. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone. And the lead has changed here in the 8th. So a 3-run shot to right center field as they take the lead 4-3.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Standing in, Mike Trout is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Takes this the other way. Piscotty back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone. Riding in once again, Zach Kozart, a hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Two and one. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Now the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 2-2. Line drive, base hit down the line. He takes the turn and heads for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Into the box, Albert Pujols. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that one is gone! Albert Pujols, a 2-run shot, the 650th of his big league career. And it's now 6-3.
The home crowd has really come to life here in the bottom of the 8th. They know as well as anybody that a 3-run lead this late in the game is awfully tough to overcome, especially on the road. 3 outs, and this one is theirs.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. In now, Luis Valbuena. The 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The next 1-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. Back now at the Big A as we get a look there at the great city of Los Angeles. 9th inning set to begin. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Felix Pena takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Upton's under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Next will be the designated hitter, Jorge Mateo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes another 0-2. Missed with a slider.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Jorge Mateo goes down for the second out, and now they're down to their final try. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over. And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. The Los Angeles Angels came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. J.C. Ramirez claims the win out of the pen, his first. Afternoon. Stepping into the box, Dustin Fowler. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Our game time temperature here to start play, a balmy 86 degrees at first pitch. So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Dustin Fowler goes down for the first out of the game. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty D. I think one of the toughest things, D-Row, is to keep playing with this sense of urgency. It looks like they're playoff bound, but the thing is, you need to keep going and not take your foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, you need to be rewarded for the marathon, and that's exactly what this team has done. They've already clinched a playoff berth, and now they get ready for the sprint. Try and find a way to get healthy but not lose focus.
Runner back standing.
You know, D-Row, that looked like a base hit all the way up the middle. A nice job there by the second baseman to get to it and make that jump throw to first base.
Yeah, one of the tougher plays in our game. A lot of great second basemen in our sport make this look easy, but I'll tell you what, it's not. To throw the ball to first base while your entire body and momentum is headed towards left field is one of the most difficult things to do in our sport.
And he is out on the tag, and he'll be safe on the fielder's choice. Striding in, Matt Olson, and he begins play with a very respectable 35 home runs for the season. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the Chris Bassett, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Cole Calhoun is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He went deep in the contest last night.
Cole Calhoun.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came.
Oh, and ouch. That one drilled him. And they are able to get the out at first, but more importantly, let's hope he's okay on the mound. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. A ball and 2 strikes now. Upton on third. Calhoun at second with 1 away. Hard hit at third. Chapman's got it, and that's the 2nd out. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Vero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup, one thing I'm going to be focused on today is creating scoring opportunities, because this team hasn't done it at a good rate right now. They're in the bottom third in the league in hits. Seems like their approach gets a little skewed at times. They start swinging at balls in the dirt, out of the zone. They have to find a way to keyhole more count leverage situations.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling to find the zone, and you might have just bailed him out.
2-2 one more time. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And a good throw is in time, and they escape the jam. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. An inning in the books, no score on the show. In is the catcher Jonathan Lucroy. So check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. Calhoun has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting seventh, center fielder number 32.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. No score here as we play inning number 2.
Third baseman.
Takes this the other way to right, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days.
And the throw is in time to get him to. Here's Luis Valbuena now. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. A ball and 2 strikes. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
Valbuena with a 2-2 count now. Here's the 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Yanked on the ground down the line. Another full count offering on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Around first, digging for 2. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Ball taken there, 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Valbuena leads off second with nobody out. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Now the payoff pitch home. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. So second now, but he's safe as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So Congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
Standing in now, Nolan Fontana. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
No one out with a runner at second. A line shot to third base. And they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the one out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1 is in there for strike number 2. Three-two pitch. He is swung on and missed. He got him.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And a sinker there. Swung on and missed for out number 3. Welcome back to beautiful Orange County, California. We get set for the top of the third from Angel Stadium in Anaheim. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3. Digging in for his second at-bat, Franklin Barreto. Liner towards second. And that'll get down for a base hit.
I mean, that had to feel amazing right there. I know it's only a single, but when you're walking to the plate and you're not even hitting your weight, to see that batting average go up had to put a smile on his face.
Calhoun has a read on it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away. So stepping in, Chris Davis, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And to score from third, the tying run. Digging in to try it again, Matt Olson. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Count even at 2-2. Barreto is off at first with 2 away. 2-2 pitch is fouled away.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions, stay up the middle, and keep that one fair.
Jonathan Lucroy would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Lifted down the line in left. He'll try it again, 3-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way out. Now batting, Cole Calhoun. He singled his last time up. 1-1. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Into the box now, Andrelton Simmons. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Davis back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Third baseman, number 7.
Digging in, Zach Kozar. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Leading off the inning, Jonathan Lucroy, and they'll need him to get something going here. Shoots this one over to first, and that is through into right field for a single.
How about it?
Digging in, Trace Thompson looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. They'll try again, 1-2. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
How about it?
At the plate, Matt Chapman, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Into the box, Chad Pinder. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he'll keep it rolling here as he's got himself a triple.
Up next for Oakland.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Dustin Fowler. 3 runs already home, and a potential 4th standing at third base. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Payoff pitch one more time is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And next up will be Franklin Barreto. Last time through was a base hit, and that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Up next for Oakland, right fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Stephen Piscotty. He flew out in his last at-bat. Heading out towards shallow right. Calhoun is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Seared down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Here's Luis Valbuena now. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And right into the shift. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Davis. And that's the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, number 6. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Softly on a line to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting.
And now for the Angels, Nolan Fontana hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Now the 2-1 pitch. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 4th inning here, already a 5-2 score. Popped him up. Lucroy over to his left. And that'll put an end to the inning as he brings it down on the. Digging in now, Matt Olson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Jim Johnson, right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. A hit in 2 tries so far. Hit out towards second. Simmons on to first, and they get the double play. There's a look at the final line for the Angels starter, and he'll likely do his best to forget about today. Now at the plate, Trace Thompson. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off up for ball number 3. Sal Romano, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Number 47, Sal Romano.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Nothing doing there for the A's. They're still out in front, 5-2. So digging in now, Martin Maldonado. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 1-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Chapman brings it in. And there's one down now. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Justin Upton. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Stepping in now, Cole Calhoun. A ball and 2 strikes now. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Angels are gone in order, and the deficit remains 5-2. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
In now, Chad Pinder, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Striding in for Oakland, Franklin Barreto. It was a walk in his last trip, and this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Simmons charging in on it, throws not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
Eduardo Paredes trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Standing in now, Stephen Piscotty. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Upton going back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Into the box, Chris Davis. This one's also hit well. Deep down the right field line. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1 and 2. 3 runs already home here. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Well, the A's put up a 3 spot here thanks to the Trevor Cahill will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Standing in, Andrelton Simmons, 0 for 2 for him to this point. Angels shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Here's Albert now. Lifetime line against Trevor Cahill. He comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. Also of note, the 4 home runs he's hit against him. 3-1 the count now. The 3-1 pitch. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. Throwing to second. The tag, and he is out at second.
Third baseman, number 7.
Now in the box, Zach Kozar. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Off the rocks and gone. Stepping in, Jonathan Lucroy. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Jesus Castillo enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Jesus Castillo.
No outs, nobody on. And this pitch is lined softly down the line and left, but this will be a foul ball.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. Into the ball game now as he takes over as the new 3rd baseman.
Third base.
Takes a knee-high fastball.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Number 25 is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Matt Chapman. He loses him on ball 4. And that brings up Chad Pinder. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Caleb Coward is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. Stepping up now, Luis Valbuena. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A payoff pitch one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Into the box now, number 6. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. Now at the plate, Nolan Fontana. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. 2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2.
2-2.
2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Angels so far. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Lucroy has it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. Down the left field line and deep. And no one will track it down. The Halos came into this one riding pretty high, presented with the opportunity to sweep the series. However, it has clearly not gone the way they'd hoped.
One of the things you have to do is play 27 outs and not give any at-bats away. They're down by several runs here. It doesn't look good, but they still have a chance. And when you have a chance, you have hope.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Jake Jewell comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Jewell.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Sliders in for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-World, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base. Grounder down the line is third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Barreto leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Again, he sends it out of play.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
On to first, and there were 2 down. Here's Chris Davis now. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count to Chris Davis. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Number 38 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 38.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And this is fouled at the plate. Another try at 2-2. And this one's in the dirt. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it's a foul ball. Hot shot down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy, runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder has a beat on it. And the inning is over. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the A's. Digging in, Martin Maldonado. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, number 25.
The 3-0 pitch. Right side hit hard. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Not everyone feels comfortable pulling the clutch on 3-0 pitch right there, but he stayed within himself, didn't try and do too much, didn't turn and burn, and just hit a nice hard single on a 3-0 count.
In now, Cole Calhoun. He's running in the dirt here. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base. The 2-1. Runner's on his way to third. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Here's Caleb Coward. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Bouncer up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. In to score, the runner from third.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. Coward, the runner at first with 2 gone. Standing in now, Albert Pujols. He swings and misses. Throw down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it.
That was about as easy as they come right there. Hard to say whether that'll be defensive indifference or a stolen base, but either way, he's into scoring position.
Jabari Blash will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the. Next up for the A's, Jonathan Lucroy. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Luke Bard enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Noah Ramirez goes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 14 on the season, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Into the box, Matt Chapman. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. The 3-2 one more time. Ground ball foul down the left side. Once again a 3-2. Belted high and deep into right center. Going back is the center fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Up next for Oakland.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Miguel Almonte enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Miguel Almonte.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Still only 1 out in the inning. Into the box now, Dustin Fowler. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. And next up will be Franklin Barreto, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Reined in. One there. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call. Into the box now, Stephen Piscotty. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Ian Kroll comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Calhoun is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Here's Jeffrey Marte now, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. At the plate, Luis Valbuena. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Luis Valbuena.
1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Now batting, number 6.
Stepping in, number 6. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Angels down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 13-3, the final score. The Oakland A's blasted 5 home runs en route to victory. Chris Bassett with his 4th win this season. Parker Bridwell was only...
The final postseason teams are jockeying for position. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the A's tallied 5 home runs overall as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County, 13-3. Heading into the day, the Angels sit in second place in the American League West. They trail first by 4 games. And the Athletics are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games. The Baltimore Orioles got 11 hits overall as they sent their crowd home happy after a walk-off win against the Astros 6-5. At the start of the day, the Orioles are in 4th place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Astros sit in first place in the American League West Division, 4 games up. The Mariners combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 7-1. As of right now, the Mariners sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, 17 games out of first, while the Rangers are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Sonny Gray won again on the mound, winning his 20th this season, leading the Yanks to a win over the rival Red Sox 3-1. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Entering the day's action, the Red Sox are leading the American League East, a sizable 7 games ahead of second, while the Yankees are second in the division. They're 7 games back. The Tampa Bay Rays knocked out 10 hits as a team as they blew out the Jays 7-0. In the standings, the Rays sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Blue Jays are 3rd in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Carlos Carrasco pitched well again and earned his 23rd win on the season, leading Cleveland past the Royals 7-3. He is currently leading the American League in wins. At the start of the day, the Royals sit in second place in the AL Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Indians are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Chicago White Sox racked up 11 hits as a team as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 6-4. As of right now, the Twins are in third place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the White Sox are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Miami Marlins finished off a 3-game sweep as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 3-1. Heading into the day, the Mets are in second place in the NL East, 10 games out of first. And the Marlins are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Aaron Nola nabbed his 15th win this season as the Phillies took care of the Braves 3-2. Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. In the National League wildcard game, the Rockies took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee as they will now continue their postseason run and move on to play in the National League Division Series. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today's postseason recap. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.